as it climbs, goes up. And it'll peak red about 5,000 RPM. That'll be your ideal shift position. Alright guys, welcome to Canvas Creation. So today on this customer's car we're doing ambient light, so that's why everything's a loose, but the main point of the video is going to be a shift light install from Plug and Play Customs, and it's pretty plug and play. You got your shift light here, it already has 3M tape on it, and you're going to have 4 wires. So you're going to have a power wire that already has a fuse tap, and I'm going to show you where that goes. You take the fuse out of here, plug it in here, plug this in. You're going to have a ground wire, which is here, and then that goes down here, and I'll show that in a second, to ground it. And then you'll have an auto dim wire that goes down, so when you turn the lights on, the shift lights dim. And last but not least, you're gonna have a ECU wire, so I'm gonna have to run through the firewall, go to the ECU, and I'll show you where to pin that at. But just a quick little view of the inside. The shift light's gonna go here. So it has 3M tape, and you'll tape it beside your screen like that, and then you'll run your wires under the dash. So I took this loose because I'm doing the LED lights, but you probably don't have to. But once you get in here, as you can see here, so the fuse we'll pull will be this bottom right 10 amp, but I'll show you when I get there. And then your ground wire is going to be, get down here. Your ground wire, the wire that's labeled ground, is going to be this black one here at the very bottom beside this blue wire, and then your illumination or your auto dim wire goes in this green and black right here. So there's 2 green and blacks, but the one toward the top is what it's going to go with, but once I put it in, you'll see. And then as far as the ECU wire, you're going to pull back this carpet here, and there'll be a harness. You go through there, go through the firewall, and then you'll take this off. So usually there's three pins here, but this car doesn't have it. But you'll get a screwdriver, poke those through. They look like this basically. So you just pop a screwdriver in there, push that centerpiece through, pull it out, and those 3 come out. And this is going to be the ECU we're going to tap into. I'll take the cover off and back pin that. Alright, so getting the plug-ins for this plug and play unit, you're gonna get this bottom right 10 mil right here, or not 10 mil, 10 amp fuse. Get some needle nose, pull that out, and it goes right in this other slot. You already got a fuse in here for what you need. Like I said, I took this loose, I'm doing the lights. You don't have to, but it's a bolt, 2 bolts on the side to take that out. But you can easily take the fuse box door out and get to it. And this plug's right where you just took it out at. Push that in. So now you got ground and your auto dim, and they're labeled, luckily. So you see here is labeled ground, the other one's labeled auto dim. So now this ground one is supposed to go where you see this black wire, and you just push it in through the back pin. It's called back pin, and you push it in with that wire. So that goes right in there. Now your auto dim wire, same concept, but goes in this green and black right here. So you got 2 green and blacks, but it goes in this top one. And same thing, you just back pin it. You can feel around until you get a good opening for it, because it needs to go with that wire. This one's giving me some trouble. Alright, so both of those in. So for the ECU one, I'm gonna get under the car and then, or not under the car, but in this bottom area, and I'll show y'all where that goes. Alright, so for the ECU wire, you got this your main harness here. So all you do is get your finger and you kind of push it in. And once you push it in, you create that opening. Y'all can see. You create an opening here, and you run that wire through. Once you push that rubber part in, and once you get the wire through, all you do is grab the harness and you pull it back, and it'll snap back in place because this cup is pushed in. So pull it back out, get that in place, and once you're running it through there, we'll go in the engine bay, fish it out, and go into the ECU. Alright, so once you get that wire through that opening, it's pretty difficult, at least on this 4-cylinder. I have to use some long needle nose to reach down in there and you fish that wire out. Here's the wire here. But you fish that wire out from way at the bottom. Can't really see it here, but on down, if you follow that wire, is where that cup is that I pushed through, and I'll show y'all a better view of that later. But as far as getting the ECU clip off, you do the right side. First you're going to push that in, pull that up, and that's going to release it. You pull it off of the ECU like that. And you get you a flathead screwdriver and pry into that corner, one side at a time. Then that snap up and you pull that up. So for this car, I'll find the diagram to put that on the video for y'all, but so for this car, this is a 4-cylinder manual, which manual probably doesn't matter, but this is the pin here. So you have 57, 56, 55, 54. So that fourth one, which is a gray wire, and you can see the numbers are there. It's hard to see. The numbers are there, and it's a gray wire there. It's also hard to see because it's that gray wire right there. They wanted you to go through here and put it into the front, but it didn't snap together well, so I went through the back, through here, kind of around the side of it. You see the wire? I went around the side of it, ran in between some wires, and you just push that pin, you push it in through the back there. So you see that black insulation, that's where the pin is. Let's say I ran through there. I'll try to find this map here of where it goes. So I put it back together, you close that, and I believe you put that back in first here. You got 2 tabs. And you press it down and put that wire in this little opening here. Then this, that has to be all the way out. Alright, mistake made. So this has to be out when you snap that in. And now you should be able to press it down back onto the ECU. Keep your wire in your gap. Once the seats clips in, and it should be good. See if I can show y'all a better view of that where the wire goes. So you see the wire there. Once you push that in, you can push that wire through, and then all you do is kind of grab this and you just pull it back like that. Once you pull it, you'll pull that back around that edge, and see if it at least turns on. Get the key. Thanks, sir. Alright, we got lights. So we'll send 3M, take this to the side. We'll see, works with the RPM and everything. But as y'all see, standby lights are on, so we got power. So we'll see if it works with the ECU and everything. Alright guys, shift light is on, ambient lights are on. Not that this video is about ambient lights, but I'll drop some links, some cards, and whatever to show you the install on that. The instructions said to put this wire along here and kind of tuck it in. I wanted to go in between this dash here, and it's not enough space to run through there, so we're just on the outside. But we'll see if it works. So it came on. It's like it's going over RPM. Require the driver to see if it'll shift or come with the shift, but we got power, so we'll see about the rest. Alright guys, sorry about that. I actually had a issue with the part and had to get in the part and redo it, but the guy Plug and Play who made it was extremely helpful. Sent back the old one, sent the new one free of charge, and this one works perfect. So maybe something wrong with the motherboard or something, but great guy. I'll put his link in the description there. So got everything wired up here, so when I tuck this wire in, I just wrapped it with some 3M tape kind of around it, if you can see it, and just kind of stuck it in that corner. This already comes with 3M tape. I wish I could have got it in the dash. I had to dash out doing the lights, but the wire is just too thick. But I mean, driving, you don't really see it. I mean, you know it's there, but anyway, so let's give her a start up. Start up. That's the power on sequence. You'll have that lower light, and then it goes off, and then the thing activates at 1200 RPM. All right, now let's try it again. So my GoPro died, but I showed y'all how I got the wires tucked and everything. So start her up. That's your startup sequence. Then that lower light comes on, then it goes off. And this should activate at 1200. As it climbs, goes up.